First of all, do you want to see my cute work outfit? Covering my name badge because you don't need my government name. The skirts from Zara, tops from Zara, shoes are from Mango, bracelets from Swarovski, earrings, I think they're H&M, little stud earrings, you can see them. Welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute, but it's been a minute for a good reason. I've gone through so many changes over the past 2 years that I needed the break. I needed to recalibrate my thoughts. I needed to just breathe and make sense of life again. The last time I left the channel, you know, I was working remotely. I had started to get into modeling, working with makeup artists and being like their muse for whatever look they wanted to create, which was really fun, by the way. If anything, at the very least, what I took from that experience was I don't know how to do makeup. And you know, I've got a few tips and tricks from those artists that I've worked with, so you know, that was my pleasure working with them. And then I think everything kind of went tits up. Everything went tits up. I experienced one of the biggest losses of my life. Amongst other things, life just went left and it just took a turn in a direction that I did not expect. At the same time, I got essentially evicted from the house I was living in London. The landlord just decided, hey, I'm redecorating and you all need to move out because I'm renovating the house. Oh, you're back. Hopefully we're back. Yeah, so the landlord just decided, hey, I'm going to re-renovate and I need you all out. So had to leave my place of residence in London, and I was staying in such a lovely area. I lived in West London, guys. If I was a Londoner, I would reside in West London. That is my place. That's where I feel comfortable. There are trees. I'm joking. But yeah, West London is a place for me. I've looked at places in East London. I've looked at places in North London and South London, and for me, West London was for me, whether it's Southwest, West or Northwest, whatever it is, it's going to be West. Yeah, it was such a shame. I felt really I felt like I was just getting started in London. I felt like I'd been there for a couple of years. It was disappointing, but hey, you know what, things happen. So after that, I've been navigating grief and it's been extremely difficult. I've put on a lot of weight. I've lost a lot of weight. I've been super antisocial. I've tried to get back into the swing of things, but you know what, there's some things you can't force. And therefore, when it's time to give yourself a period to grieve, you need to use that period to grieve. Like, there are seasons for everything. A verse in Ecclesiastes comes to mind. There are seasons for everything: a time to cry, a time to smile, a time to grieve, etc., etc., etc. And for me, this was the season to grieve. This was the season of sadness. This was a season of loss, but it was also a season of appreciating how amazing my family are and have been, how lucky I was to have parents that gave me a sense of what real love is, what it looks like, what it feels like. Lucky in the sense that I appreciate some of the friends that I have some amazing friendships. People showed up for me who I never expected to, not on the basis that I thought they wouldn't, but on the basis of I didn't feel like they owed me anything. I didn't feel like we'd known each other long enough for them to be giving me so much of their time. And as a result of that, sorry, my camera keeps dropping. But as a result of that, it's like I've got a newfound appreciation for the people in my life, albeit, you know, some shuffles have occurred. Some people have left my life, and some people have entered my life, and some people have stayed rooted and maybe even developed even deeper roots in my life because of the level of support they showed me during this difficult time. But all in all, it's been an extremely challenging period. I tell you what, you learn a lot about people and their priorities and their ability to handle emotions, as well as your own ability to handle emotions. And I guess the biggest question for me during this time has been, how much grace should you give yourself during this period of grieving, and how much grace should other people be giving you? So when the inevitable day comes when you misbehave, you act up because of your grief, whatever that looks like, whether that looks like being overly emotional and just crying, or being a bit more argumentative than normal, or be feeling agitated, feeling angry. Do people give you grace for that? And are you expected to feel forgiven immediately due to the loss they know you're going through? Or is there like no space for grievances whatsoever? Those are the types of questions that have been answered during this period, and I tell you, it's been very eye-opening. Grief is something that no one can tell you how to navigate, especially when it's someone close to you. Such a pivotal, anchored relationship in your life just disappears overnight. No one can tell you how to deal with it, but one thing they can do is be there for you. And if I was to say anything at all about grief, grieving, losing someone, it is, if you do have anyone who's willing to be there for you and they've offered you their time, at a very minimum, just say to them, look, I just need you to be there in silence. Sometimes people think they're helping you and they think they're being there for you by talking you through grief, but sometimes there are no words in difficult situations. There are no words that can help you process what's happened. There's no words that can help you accept what's happened. Sometimes you just need silence and a hug. You just need a hug, you need an embrace, and you need someone who consistently checks up on you every week. Not every day, maybe every day is excessive, but every week they call, hey, are you okay? Maybe they drop some food around your house, maybe they recommend a book or a TV show to you because it made them think of you, you know, little things like that to show that they're thinking of you. And sometimes just, you don't even need that. Sometimes it's just, hey, you know, thought of you today, hope you're all right, just checking in, you know, speak to you soon. If you don't feel like talking, you don't have to. If you want to talk, I'm here, type thing. It makes all the difference. And I really do feel we're lacking that level of intimacy in community, to where people find it awkward to provide comfort outside of romantic relationships and romantic situations. And it doesn't have to be awkward, it doesn't have to be the case. You just need to be there. You just need to be there. Sometimes be a listening ear. You don't need to say anything. You don't need to feel pressure to say the right thing. You don't need to tell anyone, oh, you know, they're in a better place or anything like that. No, just be quiet. Just be quiet and just be there. And just say, I'm so sorry for your loss. And just be there, that's it. That is the most you need to say. And maybe therapy. Maybe therapy as well. But I wouldn't mention therapy to the person grieving. No, don't do that. Unless it's been a while since the passing of the person, like a good few months, like I would say a good 6 months minimum. But yeah, I just thought I would check in with you guys. No doubt I will be back posting videos again. I just need this time to myself at the moment. So yeah, I will be back with new content soon. I hope everyone is well, and I will catch up with you later.